Good morning, squad. Welcome to episode 11 of the vlog, and today we're going to take a look at my rest days and how you can optimize your rest days and how rest days would have helped me optimize a lot of my muscle gains, my endurance building, and my strength training earlier on. Because as a kid growing up, you just kind of don't know until you know. And if you don't know what you don't know, there's really no way of fixing it. So again, I'll talk a little bit of how I discovered how to properly let my body recover, the proper techniques, what's worked for me, what's not worked for me, and hopefully it can help you guys. If you find anything that works for you, please leave a like, please comment what worked for you, and please subscribe. So if you take a look at what I got here for breakfast, it's 5 eggs, a tablespoon of peanut butter on a whole grain English muffin. Then we got my sweet potatoes, it's probably about a cup, a little more, didn't really measure it out. But what I try to focus on rest days is keeping my protein intake about the same, maybe even a little more, to make sure I am retaining as much muscle mass and that my body is recovering as best as possibly can. And then looking at having sufficient carbs, getting in the fats from the eggs, and the peanut butter to make sure I'm having energy throughout the day. As today, since I'm doing a little bit less working out, I'm gonna take that time to edit videos, respond to comments, work on some homework, as I still have, exams and quizzes and papers and group projects and presentations to write up. And the main thing I look for when I'm trying to recover too is I need my hydration bottle. Totally forgot about my water bottle. Try to get in, I don't know how many ounces of water in a day. Everyone says you should be drinking a gallon, 2 gallons of water. But this holds like anywhere between 20 and 24 when I do fill it up. I probably drink 6 or 7, maybe more, probably 8 a day, plus a couple water bottles from the fridge. So I don't know how many ounces that is. It's probably close to 150. So probably a little over a gallon of water a day, most likely. I try to keep it pretty consistent. So like before bed, I try to drink anywhere between 16 to 20 ounces of water. And when I wake up in the morning, same thing. Start the day off with a full glass of water, 16 to 20 ounces again, just to get the body rehydrated, the fluids going, and get me going. Like, I feel when I'm dehydrated, so I know when I need to get water in, and I just feel crappy. And I feel like my muscles aren't firing correctly. So hydration to me has been a really important thing that I've especially focused on in 2020. Making sure I'm getting in enough fluid. So when I started working out, I knew that you should take recovery days and rest days, but I was also so focused on getting huge. Like, I just wanted to get more muscular. I want to get more toned and defined. As I'll talk in a later video about self-confidence and what working out can do for your self-confidence. I think that rest days are probably one of the most beneficial. I would take it as like a quarterly split between a quarter of it's your programming, a quarter of it's your diet, a quarter of it's your sleep, and a quarter of it is what you do on rest days. And of course, like, sleep can kind of compound with rest days, but I'm talking about like the consistency of your sleep throughout the week. But that other component, the rest days itself, like, what are you doing? You're not just sitting on the couch, which is what I used to do when I was younger. Like, my rest day would just be like, do nothing, eat horrible, not take care of my body. But now, over time, as I've learned, on those rest days, you should be spending at least an hour either stretching, doing very light, low intensity body weight movements, even if you go to the gym just to go to the pool, or if you want to take a walk outside, do a couple push-ups, do some sit-ups, like very low intense stuff. Let the body come back a little bit. But I feel that when I just sit around and do nothing, my body doesn't recover and respond as well. And it's also harder for me to get back into working out the following days. So for rest days especially, I try to make a point and write down what I want to do, whether it's working with a band, strengthening certain little muscles, and just looking up. Even like when I was younger, I would go on YouTube and look up videos for ways to strengthen your shoulders, ways to strengthen your knees, like very low impact, light intense work. Now, this may require you to buy a couple fitness bands or other pieces of equipment that are pretty inexpensive, but they are definitely worth their weight in gold. So going back on the topic of what to eat or my diet during a rest day. So again, protein stays about the same. But what I do with each meal is I don't weigh stuff out, but I've done it long enough, and before I used to weigh all my food out, I can kind of tell what 3 ounces of this looks like, how 4 ounces of chicken look. What I do is I'll be very conscious of it. Again, I won't weigh it out, but I'll be conscious of how many carbs I'm taking in. So rest days, a lot less snacking. Again, the healthier snacking. So a lot of my peanut butter, apples, bananas, pretzels. I'll still get in those fruits, but I'll probably eat one or less. So say like yesterday, I had an apple, I had a banana in between my workouts to fuel me, but I probably won't eat those today, but I'll still stick to my solid meals. You know what I mean? Like I won't diminish the amount of macronutrients I'm getting here. It's just the stuff I'm eating in between is a little less. And what I found for my body, and it may work for yours, is that if I eat a lot more fats, so nuts and peanut butter, it tends to fill me up a little bit more, or even like avocados, or something a little fattier like fish. That stuff tends to fill me up pretty good and keep me a little bit less hungry, because I feel like when I eat a whole lot of carbs, I kind of fluctuate between being super full and then starving again, and then I want to keep eating food. So I do reduce my carb intake a little bit, and I keep my protein levels moderate, and the fats I either bump up or just bring down just a touch. It kind of depends on the day and what I'm doing the following week. So for example, this week, I am working out for pretty much 7 days straight. I have the United Movement workout today, but I'm still going to give it a go, try my best. So after that, again, tons of mobility work, tons of recovery, probably some light foam rolling sessions. I bought a muscle rolling stick that I've been using since I was playing soccer in high school, and it's been probably one of my best investments because it's just mobile, it's easy to use. So one good tip I could give you guys is plan out your rest days. So for me, Thursdays and Sundays for my schedule work best, but for you, it may be maybe take Monday off and you're super busy at work, or school's really challenging right now, take Monday off. But plan it out. Like if you got an exam coming up, yeah, it makes sense that you would take off Monday so you can study for that exam on Tuesday. And then maybe you only need 1 day, maybe you need 2 days off. Maybe you like to go really hard when you do work out and you need 3 days off. So you go 1 day on, 1 day off. That's fine. But you need to find what works for you. Secondary, you need to understand that not every rest day is going to be the same, and that there's different things you need to catch up on, whether it's your shoulders need to be a little more flexible, or your lower body, you're having some issues, you go to address them, like say your calves are really tight, so you need to work on your calves loosening up, and that kind of thing. So really listen to your body on rest days and figure out what you need to diagnose and treat and fix for that day. Lastly, recovery day should be a mental reset. Not saying that I don't love working out every day, which I do, but on these days, I like to take time to either talk to, well, I can't now, but hang out with family. But with the coronavirus, tend to call my grandmother, call other relatives, catch up, see how they're doing, shoot them a text, say hi to some friends. So take these rest days to really prioritize your mental health and your physical health simultaneously, and use it as a nice recharge. So when you get back into the gym, your body and your mind are sound and feeling good. So you guys out, and it brings you some level of value in your next recovery day.
What's up, squad? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the vlog and hearing me talk a little bit about my diet, some recovery tips, some stuff that I utilize, some mistakes that I made along the way. And hopefully you guys took and find some value in what you guys just heard. If you like the content that you're seeing, please leave a like, please comment, subscribe. All the support and love has been amazing, so I thank you, and I will see you next time.